This is a Next Wednesday media production.
Fun, like ha 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 ha.
Hi, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of GGTV. Okay, so let's get straight into it. We watching Weeds, okay? And so I just want to talk about a couple of things that's happened in the past few episodes. Let's get started. So, as we know, Nancy, she got to sell the green to get the green, if you know what I mean. I wasn't trying to rhyme. Anyways, so, she's trying to make ends meet. Like I said in the last episode, she ends up, did I say in the last episode that she married the DEA guy? But anyways, if I didn't, she did marry the DEA guy. Silas has been doing the typical teen rebellion. In these kinds of shows when they have teen kids, it's always going to be the one that rebels. So Silas finds out that Megan got into like Yale, Harvard, I think it was Yale, some freaking school like across the map, right? So he's been feeling kind of down and stuff. So he was just like, okay, like until you go, let's make every day count, right? So in teen language, that means let's just have a fuck fest, and that's what him and Megan did. And so there was like a montage of scenes with them doing it. Then we cut to a scene where he basically pokes a hole in the condom to get her pregnant, because I guess he figured, like, I love her. If I get her pregnant, she won't go off to school, blah, 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 right? Excuse me. So he pokes a hole in the condom. Lo and behold, I think in an episode or two later, he finds out she's pregnant. So she's like, I gotta talk to my parents or whatever. And what ends up happening is when she talks to her parents about it, they so-called sent her off. She starts ignoring like his messages and stuff. And she ignores his messages, like ghosts him basically. And then like his emotions are turned upside down. So his mom is trying to get him out of his ruck, and she's like, what can I get you? Not what can I get you, but what can I do to make you feel better? His uncle says, get him a car. He comes out the room and says, buy me a car, right? So yeah, he ends up, getting Megan pregnant or whatever, but he did that on purpose. So at this point, he doesn't know what happens to Megan. I think he was told that like she got an abortion, and then they sent her like off somewhere. But later on in this series, you will see. Not gonna spoil it till I get there. Okay, so then Conrad finds out that Nancy married Peter. Okay, so Peter's the DEA agent. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. I had to take notes because I want to make the video shorter, so I'm not necessarily rambling, but it's going to happen regardless. But I have the notes to kind of keep me in check so I can keep the videos shorter, because when I don't have notes, that's when my videos end up long as fuck. All right. Sorry for the potty mouth. And yes, I saw your comment talking about my potty mouth. And lady, that's just how I talk. All right. If you gonna watch the video, watch the video. You know what I'm saying? I cuss. Everybody cuss. Or almost everybody cuss. You know what I'm saying? I've been trying to cut down on it. So thank you for your criticism. I saw it. I'm acknowledging it. Now let's get to it. Anyways, so Conrad finds out Nancy married Peter after the neighborhood got raided. So what happened was, right, We all know Nancy married the DEA agent, and Conrad just thought they were messing around. They get married, and then once the neighborhood got raided, because they basically hit every house that was a grow house or trap house. Okay, if this was like a quote urban unquote show, it would have been a trap house. But the neighborhood got raided basically so the competition could get eliminated, right? So every house got raided except for the house that Nancy was in. That's when Conrad like basically put two and two together, and Nancy had to tell like, hey, like, we're good, he's not gonna snitch on me, da 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 da, like, I married him, like, so, I forgot whatever law it is where he can't like say shit or do shit if she gets arrested, right? Next, all right. So, okay, so as I was saying about Silas earlier or whatever, he's convinced that Megan had an abortion, right? Because that's what he was told. But we will see later on in the series how things aren't always as they seem, okay? Next subject, all right? So Celia's daughter is the face of Huskaroo, and she hires her dad to be in charge of the money because, let's face it, Celia's daughter hates her. She fat shames her every chance she gets, and homegirl don't like it. She don't fuck with her mom. Like, when she was younger, there was an episode where, well, she's still young, but there was an episode where her mom, like, she was sneaking and eating candy, so her mom replaced all the chocolates with laxatives, and to get revenge, her daughter replaced her, I forgot what it was, but instead of making her mom go to the bathroom, I think she gave her like Imodium, which kind of like, if you have the runs, it helps stop it. So she basically backed her mom up, literally. Okay. Let's see, what's the next one? All right, so Andy quits because he didn't get his cut of the coin. So, all right. Conrad had been working on, like a formula to grow. They got this grow house. I'm not going to call it a trap house. It's a grow house. So they're growing, the greenery in there, the Christmas trees. They're growing those in there. And once they get, because they end up calling the tree MILF tree, but insert the WWED word there. So they call it MILF tree. They took it to the studio. Snoop was there. He made a song about it. So it's starting to get popular on the streets. And so once they finally get like the payback from like, the money they made from what they sold, Nance is not me calling her Nance like I know her. Nancy is distributing the funds between like, her team, and Andy gets nothing, but that's because he hasn't been paying like room and board and all of that at the house. You know how it is when you're staying with somebody when you come in town. So he's like, I quit, but we all know Andy really doesn't quit. Like, he's in there till the end. So he doesn't quit, but she had to explain to him, like, I've been letting you stay with me. I've been like, you've been cooking, but I've been feeding you, providing the groceries and all of that. So that was that, right? And so my next point is, like I said, they start selling the tree, and they call it MILF tree, which, insert the tree with WWED. Sorry, guys. I can spell, all right? And so like I said, when they went to the studio, Snoop was there. He tries it. He wants to make a song about it. That's how it gets its name. All right. So in the meantime, right, because I think I said in a previous video, Doug and Celia, they were running for city council, right? So, damn, what's his name? Celia's husband, Dean, was Doug's, like, I don't know, like, campaign manager, or the guy handling the financials, like filing the paperwork, because he's like a lawyer and shit, right? So Dean actually forgot to file the paperwork for Doug to be councilman. So when it came down to it, long story short, Doug loses, right? So he gets mad at Dean because Dean didn't file the paperwork, okay? So then we're going to get into Shane. Shane is Nancy's younger son. He's like in middle school now, so like he's discovering himself. There was an episode where like not the clogs kept getting drained. The drains kept getting clogged by socks, and it's because Shane was doing what boys do when they come of age and discover themselves, and was flushing his socks down the toilet. So Andy takes him to a place where he can, whatever, and all of that. So that's what's going on with Shane. But he's discovering girls. He gets a crush on this girl. So he joins the debate team so that he could be closer to her. And then, like, his arguments are wild. And then, so he's basically, just trying to get close to the girl. And then, I'm not going to spoil it, but we'll see what happens there. Helya, okay, now let me correct it, because I said in a video, I think I said that Helya is Conrad's mom. She's not. She's his aunt, but she finds out that he teamed up with Nancy to grow the MILF tree. And what made her basically come to terms is that her daughter was like, basically like, take a look around, you know what I'm saying? Like, Conrad isn't here. He's been off doing something. We don't know what, but he's been doing something. And, you know what I'm saying? You just been blind-eyed because there's this guy, a Muslim, that Helya has a crush on. She's been giving him attention, so she hasn't really been paying attention to the business. So she gets that reality check once she's in a drought, okay? And the last thing is, because the last episode I watched was Peter is now starting to target Helya. And because she's a small time, he's going after basically Nancy's competition. And so he told Nancy that Helya won't be a problem anymore, and Nancy is going to try to find a way to protect Helya so that nothing happens to her business and stuff. So I will keep you guys posted. Maybe next week I'll post a new video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Have a great day. Peace out.
La, la.